Hey, what's up everybody? Casey Cooper from Sweetwater here with Mr. Creative D. Will, and we have the Ultimate Content Creator Studio giveaway for you, but time is running out. Make sure you like this video, leave a comment, subscribe, and go click the link in the description to enter to win this incredible studio. We already posted this video talking about the gear and just why we picked what we picked for this studio. But if you haven't seen it, make sure you stay tuned. You can check out the full video. We talk about all the different pieces of gear here, and it's gonna be awesome. But we just wanted to remind you that time is running out and you need to enter now. So thanks for watching. Let's check out this gear. We're both content creators, and so we thought, what if we built the Ultimate Content Creator Studio? Does that sound good?
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, so let's talk about the gear. We'll show you a time lapse of the setup. We'll tell you why we picked what we picked, what we think about the different items, and how they can be an awesome giveaway for you, and also just some great products to check out if you're interested in learning more about the world of content creation.
All right, so the big question is, how do you enter to win? So if you guys want to enter to win this giveaway, all you got to do is like this video, leave a comment, subscribe, and then click the link in the description. And if you're selected as one of our lucky winners, one of our sales engineers will reach out to you by email or phone. Remember, we will never tell you in the comment section that you are a winner, so don't fall for it. It's not us.
All right, so you just saw the time lapse of the setup. That was a lot of fun because it was kind of a bit of an experiment. So a lot of the gear that you see here is pieces of gear that we thought would be great for a giveaway and give you ultimate flexibility. Really, the idea behind this setup is not like this is exactly how you should set up your studio.
Yeah.
This gear is set up like this to show you all the flexibility that you could have in your studio. This studio is meant to be the ultimate content creator studio, to cover live streaming, to cover podcasting, to cover content creation, and to really leave you without a lot of needs. Like, I don't want you to walk away thinking, I don't have this, or I couldn't do that.
Half this stuff I didn't use personally in my content, so
yeah,
this is a really, really good giveaway.
D. Will, you walked in here,
yeah,
and what was the first thing that drew your eye?
The first thing that I thought, I was just like, bruh, I want this giveaway. Like, I wish I had this giveaway.
Me too.
Like, this is like the ultimate content creator giveaway. Like, you have everything, like Casey said, you have everything that you need. And a lot of this stuff is on like my dream list right now, personally at home.
Well, what caught your eye though? What's the first
thing that caught my eye was this bad boy right here.
Yes.
The Ray Lewitt. I did a video on this, and this microphone is so awesome. They have their new sensing technology in it that actually picks you up as you move forward and backwards and keep your vocals perfectly level and tonally balanced. So this thing is awesome. And then the 640 is what I've been using. I've been using it for probably like the past 3 or 4 months in my videos. I absolutely love this mic. I got this in my office right now, the Rodecaster Pro 2. It's just a lot of good gear that I rock with.
Yeah, and speaking on those items, I mean, the cool thing about the Ray that makes it so great for content creators is we move a lot, we change setups a lot, and when you're emotive, you're playing video games, you're playing an instrument, you are like talking to a camera, you don't always stay directly on the mic, and you don't want to. You don't want to be like having to sit right here the entire time to make sure, but this thing like captures your voice and changes depending on how far away you are. And when I saw that video,
if you're that close to the mic, it get rid of that proximity effect. So you're not gonna be boomy and get that boxiness. It is a super dope technology. And it got a mute function right here that if you back away from it at a certain distance, the microphone will mute itself. So you can talk all your trash and doing your gaming and all of that, walk away and it'll mute itself. It's super dope. I love it.
And then the 640 is like 5 or 6 mics in one, which I thought was really, really cool. Because as a content creator, like a lot of what you're trying to do is you're trying to make the most out of what you can get. Getting started, you're not necessarily going to have a mic locker of 10 different microphones spanning $10,000 of mics. Like, you have to pick and choose what makes the most sense for you. And the 640, like, you have a lot of experience with it, but having the different polar patterns, having the different options, the stereo output on it, it really allows you to craft a lot of different experiences, which I thought made a lot of sense for this scenario.
Definitely. I love it. It sounds amazing on my vocals, so anybody that gets this mic, they're gonna love it.
For the podcasting side of things, we went with the Rodecaster Pro bundle. So you've got your Rodecaster mixer, which everybody just raves about.
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't done a ton of podcasting myself, but when I look up like podcasting setups, this thing comes up at the top basically every single time. We got the Rode pod mics with it. We got even some of the things that didn't make it in the shot because it would have been too crazy. You've got the Rode arms that go with the Rode podcasting bundle, the NTH headphones. I mean, you're set up for podcasting.
Yeah.
One of the things that I was super excited about this setup as well is when you have a studio, you typically want preamps. Now, if you go podcasting only, the Rodecaster Pro can cover all of your preamp situations. But if you're really trying to record a band or record yourself playing music, then you want an interface with preamps. And what we went with here is the Focusrite Claret Plus 8 Pre. So you got enough.
Yeah,
you know,
got way
it's
more
like
than enough. Yeah.
I was looking at it, I was like, you know, 2 is probably enough and 4 is great, but it's like, but 8, then you're not gonna have so many scenarios where it's like, well, I really wish I had a few more. You could track drums with it, you can track a full band with it if you use your inputs wisely, and you can ADAT in and add another 8 preamps very easily to have 16, and at that point you've got a complete studio.
Yeah.
For live streaming, you see what we got over here for that?
We got the Stream Deck, we got the Insta360, and let's talk about a little bit about the cameras as well, because that's gonna encompass all of the live streaming. So you got the Insta360, you got the Stream Deck. This thing right here can control OBS, it can control different aspects of your computer, you can program things in it. I have the smaller version at home that I use just to switch the scenes if I'm doing live videos on YouTube or something like that. It can switch the scenes automatically, and I got different things programmed in it. So the Insta360, this thing is absolutely cool because if you mount it on your computer or mount it somewhere in your room, it actually follows you around. So you can get up and go and it'll keep you in frame, which I absolutely love. And I personally, when I first started with YouTube, I started off with the GoPro, it's like right there behind you. So that's the Hero 12. And I was actually utilizing this camera to stream with. So this was my streaming camera, but I would take it on the go. I took it on a cruise and did a beat making video on a cruise utilizing that. And for your last camera, we got the Lumix G7 from Panasonic that we're actually shooting with. And that could be like your main A cam. So you got like literally every angle covered in this studio bundle. So it's really, really, really cool package.
And speaking of the angles, speaking of the flexibility of the studio, you have an absolutely incredible foundation in what we built here. And one of the things we wanted to show off were these creator trees, because you've got the option, you've got the ring light that comes with them, and your phone can go right there, so you could live stream from this angle. With 2 of them, you can live stream from that angle. You can mount cameras to these boom arms right here. They swivel, they move around. This setup with the 4 mics that we included can record up to 4 podcasters, and you can just swing that up and out of the way if you're just rocking with 1 or 2. You've got these microphone mounts on this Gator Frameworks creator desk right here, where you can actually put a boom arm on it. You could put just a gooseneck. You can put whatever it is that you need. It's like ultimate flexibility. And I know you're thinking, or some of you may be thinking, those monitors are way too big for this setup. And trust me, I do agree. You could definitely get away with some 5-inch JBLs or even like 6ers, because you got the 10-inch sub down here. So you don't necessarily need the 8s. But with this giveaway, we didn't know what size room you were gonna have. We didn't know the exact scenario this is gonna go into, so I didn't want it to be a situation where they were like, man, I really wish I had bigger monitors. You might want some stands for it at some point, because they are pretty big on this desk. But
they're coming up like half the desk.
Yeah, I mean, but these JBLs, this is what I started on. This is the exact setup I, well, not started on, but the exact setup that I got when I upgraded my studio. And so in my head, these are more affordable level monitors, but they are absolutely so good. I had so many engineers come through the studio listening on this exact pairing of the 8-inch JBLs with the 10-inch sub, and no complaints, you know? Like, certainly there are higher
might be a little bit of
tiers,
complaints for your neighbors with that subwoofer.
Yeah, for sure.
That thing look like it's gonna router the whole room, which is awesome.
And lots of headphone options. We got the Beyerdynamic DT770 Pro X's, which is that Century edition. We got more of the Rode headphones. You don't even see them on camera, but we've got NAND lights with 3 of those. That's what's actually lighting up this scene. Everything that you're seeing and everything that you're hearing is actually from the setups that we're using. You've got Rode wireless lavaliers that come with this, the Rode Wireless Go 2s. We try to deck it out.
This is literally the ultimate bundle, and I think you did a really good job of putting all this together. So,
and I think the big question now is like,
who's going to win
We're
it.
gonna, well, yeah, of course, who's going to win it. And you can go click the link in the description. You can go sign up for this giveaway. And also, when you sign up for the giveaway, it kind of puts your name into the content creator realm for myself. That's one of the things I'm doing here at Sweetwater is a lot of content creator marketing. And so when you put your name down for this giveaway and you sign up, you kind of get the opportunity for me to be like, hey, this is somebody I can talk to. I can send them cool tips and tricks. I can send them videos and unique pieces of gear and stuff that come out. And I'm really excited about that. That's one of the reasons I really wanted to do this giveaway, was so I can get in touch with as many content creators as possible. And our goal is to inspire. Our goal is to help you feel like you can do it. Like you can just jump out there and you can create some amazing content. And that's where this video came from. It was like, sure, we could just throw a picture up and people will be like, this is a great giveaway. But we wanted to talk about the gear, talk about why we chose that specific gear. And I think that's a good place to pivot right here. Spend a little more time just kind of talking about the decisions that we make when it comes to building a studio. Like, what is it that you need? What pieces of gear are really important? And I'm putting him on the spot a little bit. He didn't even know we were going to go here, but
I already got my mind set on what I need.
Yeah, for real. We talking. We're trying to give good advice.
Yeah.
Because for me, a lot of the things that we picked out here were good advice. But at the same time, it's like, what matters to you as a content creator? What's most exciting to you?
I think for me, in the style of content creating that I do, as far as like the YouTube videos and the long form content, I personally need an audio interface and I need studio monitors because I produce music, right? So those are the main things that I would need in order to produce content. And having the content creator tree right here, I actually told Gator Framework that I want to keep one of these in my office. This thing is amazing. Gets everything out of the way. So I used to have everything on stands, but now with the Gator Framework, I can actually mount everything on like the boom arm or one of these little smaller arms down here and get everything out of the way and compact in my studio. So for me, the studio monitors, the audio interface, and lastly, I love this thing. The Rodecaster Pro 2, this thing is absolutely amazing, especially if you are live streaming. This thing is amazing. It sounds amazing. It has a lot of built-in effects, and you can actually utilize this as an audio interface inside of your DAW. So if you're doing a podcast or something like that, you can run it inside of Cubase, Ableton Live, and it picks up the channel. So it's multifaceted. If this is all you had, then this thing can do pretty much everything that you need in order to make some content.
Coming from my perspective, looking at this, like something that I think is unique is we're using these wireless lavaliers.
Yeah.
And as a content creator, that's something that I've used lavaliers many times in my life, working with different productions, but I've actually never had a setup like this with the wireless lavaliers from Rode. So for me, that's really, really cool. I've started using them here at Sweetwater, and I think they're really awesome. For me, most of the time, I would just have a mic set up on a stand right next to me. And that's where something like the Lewitt Ray really comes in handy for me. But that's another thing where that LCT over there, having gear that is multifunctional for you.
Yeah.
And that's where like this setup and a lot of the ideas behind it, like having a creator tree, you can change that around 5, 10, 15 different ways. You can mount your iPad to it, you can mount your cameras to it, you can mount your phone to it, you can put a light on it, you can mount other lights to it. Like making sure that when you spend your money, when you invest in yourself as a content creator, you're able to really take that and get a lot of uses out of it. That's something that I really believe in. Also, I really believe in the fact that like just a small upgrade, if you choose the right one, you can make a big impact on your content. Like something like this, where you were talking to a camera, you were talking to your phone, and now you go and get a wireless lavalier package, and your audio, like your phone doesn't have to be the most expensive camera on the planet. Like you can use your phone. Your camera situation doesn't have to be super expensive. But if your audio is leveled up like this, then all of a sudden you've got a clear way to speak to your audience. And it's those little things like that. It's the little thoughts that went into this ultimate content creator studio where we're like, how can we make sure that they have everything you need? You've got lighting, which in my opinion is like the first kind of upgrade you should get, because
you're gonna put your money in it.
Your budget camera is not gonna look good without good lighting.
Facts.
And this isn't even expensive lighting, but it is much better than the room light. If we turned off these lights right now and turned the room lights on, like everybody would be like, oh, I don't care how much that camera is, it doesn't look that great. And that's the thing, you get the right lighting, you get the right audio, eventually you work on the camera, that's how you do it. And I mean, hey, you win this thing. I really hope it goes to a great home and somebody makes some killer content with this Ultimate Content Creator Studio. So I think that's it. I think we covered it. Thank you, D-Will, for joining me and talking gear and being creative. And we really hope that you click the link in the description, go win this giveaway, and join the Content Creator Squad at Sweetwater. We want to make sure that we're getting some good tips and tricks and gear in front of you, and really just inspiring you to go after it. Content creation changed my life. I know it changed your life.
Mine.
Just big fans of being able to create awesome content, and this thing's going to take you there. Thanks for watching. See ya.